Damn. Hey, what's up?
Hey, so I come from a Muslim family, and I'm an adult and I do my own thing. I date outside my religion, whatever. But like having that conversation with my partner, like, is very difficult to have. So why my parents might not be, the concept of dating is not really a thing. So as like coming from the male's perspective, like what is that? I guess what does that entail? Like, how do I reciprocate or try to understand their feelings more? Is my question.
Well, I mean, you're the one who's coming from an extreme environment. So at the end of the day, it's like you're the one who seeped into a world that's very different than what most people in North America would live. So you got to be the one who understands that and is able to relay that to the other person.
Just a little bit of more information. She does see them getting married in the future. That is something that they're working towards. They've been together for a few years. She hasn't told her parents, and she's, he's not sure. And here's the thing. A lot of people deal with this issue. Being with a partner who's from a different religion and having parents who may not accept that. And how do you manage that?
It's not permitted in my religion to live.
Yeah. No, I'm well aware, but at least if you marry the person, then it makes it a little bit more palatable.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that difference in culture and the difference in religion is always going to be a problem. You need to, I think the moment you get engaged to that man, you need to tell them. And you also need to prepare for, whatever is going to come from them afterwards. If you want to be with this person and you know that matters and they're also committed, then, that's the only option that you really have.
Yeah,
but be prepared. Be prepared for that whole conversation. Be prepared for them to be very negative about it, and also be prepared for them to not talk to you for some time.
Yeah, because the thing is that since they're quite old, I'm like, is it really worth going through all of that for them since they're...
God damn.
They're gonna die.
I know. No, but wait. The thing is, it's not coming from a place of
What about? Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
What do they know?
No. Well, I think they're.
Are you gonna wait for them to die too?
No, actually, I don't really care if my brothers and sisters.
It's your parents. It's your parents, really.
It's mostly my parents. Like, yeah, my siblings. I don't really care if they know.
You know what? It really comes down to this. This is how I am. I can't be bothered to live a lie. It's just not in me. I don't care if it's my parents. I don't care if it's my girlfriend. I don't care if it's my best friends. I just can't be bothered to live a lie. It's not my style. You have to ask yourself, do you want to live a life with some measure of integrity, or do you want to go on lying to your parents about who you are forever? Do you want them dying not knowing who you're going to marry? Do you want them dying not knowing who you actually are? Even if it upsets them at all this point, it's like you don't have a real relationship with your parents because you've been lying to them for most of your life. Do you not recognize that?
Sorry for interrupting you. I know it's not the most common way of thinking, but the thing is that I do not choose my parents, so I do not necessarily choose to have the most authentic relationship with them. Since I do not choose them, I don't necessarily. You don't necessarily get along. Yeah. You choose your friends, so you choose to get along with the friends that you have, but you don't necessarily choose to get along with the parents that you have. So you have to deal with what you're born with, basically your parents. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not. I don't necessarily think. I think that having the most truthful relationship with your friends and husband, wife, whatever, it's necessary. But your parents, I don't necessarily agree that it's the necessary.
I mean, that's up to you. That completely up to you. If you don't value having a real relationship with your parents, then that's your choice. And at that point, I would tell you to keep on lying then. Like if you don't think it's important to be honest to your parents or to those who are close to you, then that's your choice, and I respect that. For me, it's a different thing. So it's just a matter of like what you value, and if you justify, I get it. I'm not gonna look at you and be like, what do you? For me, it was important to have an honest relationship with my mom, and I think I'm grateful for it because like my relationship with her before was trash. But if you don't care that much, then that's fine. Then just keep doing what you're doing and don't tell them.
So I wanted to get your thoughts, Preach.
I'm gonna teach you a word in Creole. It's called bosal. Bosal. That's me. I straight don't give a I do not give a rat's ass. If I decide to marry that person, my parents can't. Nope, you can't say shit. That's me. That's my territory. And my parents are super religious because I could tell them car la femme quittera son nid et l'homme quittera son nid pour se rejoindre et ne faire aucun. That's what they say at the marriage. That means the woman's gonna leave her nest and the man's gonna leave her nest, and they're gonna rejoice together and they're gonna form one. That's my one. That's me and her. That's my family now. Okay? Once I'm with her, that's what I'm trying to build. And you don't get to comment on anything. I got this. You've been commenting all of my life? Cool. I got this. So I don't yeah, but I really shush. About gado.
Which means it's none of your business.
It's none of your business.
There you go. I'll be your Creole.
None of your freaking business, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
About gado.
I do understand that for some people, their parents' acceptance and all this stuff matters a lot more. It's harder to just have preacher's attitude, which, you know, I'm in preacher's camp. Like, my mom can't tell me nothing. Even though I respect her and I revere her, at the end of the day, it's my life. I'm an adult. I'm going to raise these kids. They're going to be my offspring. It's going to be my partner. I have to live with them. So my acceptance matters more than theirs. Of course, you know, in most cases, having your parents' acceptance is a wonderful thing. But you can't live on that basis alone. That can't be the defining factor. Now, if you live in their home, you need to move out. Because if you live under someone else's roof, you have to play by their rules. That's how it be. So if you're talking about, I want to do with this, I want to do that, but they still paying your bills, well, you haven't earned the right to demand those rights, right? Because you haven't acted like an independent adult yet. You're still dependent on them. So how are you going to say, I'm going to make my choice, it's my decision, while still being under the roof? That doesn't make sense.
Boom.
Now, if you've moved out and you still are a little apprehensive about telling your parents about who your partner is, I recommend waiting until you guys are engaged. And at this point, you broach the topic. Because you don't want to hide it from them forever. Even if it makes them uncomfortable, you need to have that discussion. Now, if you come from that background, right, that kind of, non-secular, very religious background, and you're dating somebody in the Western world who's from a different religion or more secular than you, it is your responsibility as someone who comes from a different environment to explain that to them. And it's their responsibility to be open and to try to understand your different reality, right? Because you're the one who's coming from something that's very different. If I came back from war and I had PTSD, I wouldn't expect everyone back home to understand what that means. I have to have a certain level of patience and communication for them to get what I went through, kind of thing. Does that make sense? So I would tell you guys, if you're dealing with this and you guys got this huge difference, you have to choose what's more important, getting your family's approval or choosing a partner that you love, you know? And if getting your family's approval is more important, then dump them. I don't recommend living that way, but if that's how you want to live, that's your choice. But if you care more about your partner, then you have to prioritize that. Because at the end of the day, your parents are not going to be the one married to that person. It's going to be you.
Gotta be in line with your star player, and that's you.
That's right.
Make that 3-point.
Yeah. But again, only introduce that person to your parents when you're sure. All right? A lot of people out here really need like, ooh, this is my boyfriend. 3 weeks later, they're done. Don't do that. That's a bad look. If you're going to do the haram, at least do it for a good cause.
To them, it's not haram.
To who?
Well, to some people.
No. If you come from a Muslim family and you...
Yeah, I'm not talking about him.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the people that don't know the concept of haram.
Oh, yeah. But you don't need to know the sin to know to be engaging in one.
Oh, whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of apostates who are going to hell, even though they don't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they know it.
No, a bunch of non-believers.
Yeah.
No, they're going.
There's no hell.
I'm not getting into this discussion. But anyways, so that's my thoughts on that. If you're dealing with this situation and you feel like there's more to this discussion, by all means, leave in the comments below. Tell us why your situation may be different. Maybe we'll do a live and call-in show where all the infidels can all call in and let us know what their struggle is in regards to dating people from different cultures and how it's been a problem.
All the haram.
Yeah, we want all the haram to just jump
all
in.
The harams.
So if you guys want, we're going to do a live in call-in show on Sunday. So if you guys want to come in with some of your problems,
All the harams.
let's go. Let's get it.
Bring the harams.
All right.
Bring your harams to me.
Okay, all right. Cheers.
Quiero mi morena, tan rico que se ve morena, mira como mueve, así morena, mira como goza, mi morena, mira como